Well, Arrogant broke his maiden at Matamata back in December, and since then he's raced with plenty of credit. He didn't have a lot of luck in the Levin Classic, and he ran second in the Waikato Guineas. Co-trainer of Arrogant is Pam Gerard, and she joins us on the phone to discuss his chances and a couple of fillies that will run well today. Morning, Pam. How are you feeling about the day ahead?
No, all good, thank you. Yep, exciting. Looking forward to it.
A very exciting day indeed. What can you tell us about Arrogant's preparation? Has it been everything go to plan for you?
I think you're very, very lucky if everything goes to plan. They're quite good at throwing up the odd curveball along the way, but I'm very happy with how I've managed to get him there. His condition, he's in good form. I don't think I really could have done anything more to get him in the state that he is today.
He's a colt by Ocean Park. Is he been more or less a pleasure to train? What kind of horse is he off the racetrack?
Oh, no, he's a lovely horse. He's a very good-looking colt, and he's got the nature to go with it. I think it's very important with colts that they have got that nature to get them to the top level, and he's certainly got that.
In the Waikato Guineas, he was planted on the speed. He was well rated there, and he wanted to fight. And what can you tell us about what you saw from that second?
I think earlier on in his career and his trials, he'd done the same thing. He just clears the gate so quick and he can get there without doing too much work. And Cameron, knowing him so well, he was quite happy to let him bowl along. No one else really wanted to go. He seemed to prick his ears. He dropped the bit. He relaxes. You know, when he's been in amongst sometimes he's just over-raced a little bit. So Cameron was more than happy to let him bowl along like that.
He's into barrier 13. Fun fact, that's been a pretty good barrier the last 3 years. In fact, I think all Derby winners the last 3 years have come out of barrier 13. What are you thinking tactically for him?
Well, that's good news. I was a little bit worried about barrier 13, but it just depends how he jumps, really. And he'll go forward. He's happy doing that. Someone else wants to lead and he ends in the 1-1 or outside the leader, we're happy with that. As long as he's in a happy space and he's bowling along off the bridle, we know he'll keep going. Yeah, it's really up to Cameron, really.
Could you have him any better?
Don't think so. You know, I think the Ocean Parks are only going to get better and better the older they get. Maybe when you look at him, he's still maybe just a little bit immature, but I don't think we could have done anything more to have him how he is today.
Also have a couple of other fillies on the program in the Sunline Vase. Pin Me Down lines up. Look, she hasn't had too much luck throughout her recent racing. Is she a happy and well horse? Yeah,
she is happy. She just she had missed a couple of days at work, nothing major, but she's going into this very, very well. She may just be a little bit on the fresh side. Long term, we are looking at the Oaks with her. She's a very good filly, this filly. I think you really haven't even seen the best of her. She'd be one of the toughest ones I've come up against. Obviously, she's another one that's just caught wide draw after wide draw, and it really doesn't help. So once again, wide draw, we'll have to go back and hope for a bit of luck in the run home. But if she can be, 4 or 5 lengths off them turning for home, she's got a blistering turn of foot when she flies home.
And look at Arkamillion 3-year-old mile from a wide draw that night. You also went back. Her final sectional, as many were in the race, it was more or less a sprint home, was very good. How encouraged were you with what you saw?
Yeah, well, it was the fastest time home for her that day, and she just needed to be going forward when she was going back a little bit. She just got held up in traffic, and yeah, it was a huge run. She wasn't far off them.
What are you expecting tactically today?
Just hope there's plenty of pace in it, that she can just settle. She's not the easiest and she can just over-race a little bit. So we're just hoping that there's plenty of pace. She gets a nice trip in behind them. She'll come into it at the right time. Jake will put her on a bum, and if she's not too far off them, I think she can figure right in this.
In the Mufasa Fast Track Stakes, you have She's a Thief, and she returned to winning form and very much deserved last time out. Has she gone the right way following that?
She's just come ahead leaps and bounds. I don't think I've ever had as well as what she is. Her track work this week has just been blistering. I'm very, very happy with her.
She was planted on speed and Jake Bayliss controlled it beautifully from outside of the leader. What are you thinking today? Looks like a bit more pace on paper.
Look, if she puts herself there, she's been a bit slow sometimes out the gate. She either flies it or she misses it. So We're really dictated to a little bit by that, but I can imagine her being up there on the pace. She doesn't have to lead, or she can be wherever as long as there's good pace on and she settles.
Obviously, this is a good track and a good, rather, race in its own right. She takes a small step up to 1,300 metres. That shouldn't present any dramas for her.
I don't think so. Not the way that she's been finishing the races off. She almost looks like she's wanting to go that little bit further. Yeah, it's only 100 metres. I think we'll be okay.
And any sort of future plans or races earmarked for her after today, all going well?
Not really. We're just sort of taking it race at a time, and obviously if Mike's Melbourne stable, he may want to get her over there if she can step up today. But you know, there's still a few races around for the 3-year-old fillies, so we'll just see how we get through today.
Thanks for your time, Pam, and all the best with your 3 runners, you and Mike and the entire team.